Audio log, Giyome Nobale from the Ganymede tribe, sol date 2180. My parents were human. It was a shock for them when they found that their son was born a Stellarian. I was handed over to the Stellarians on Ganymede, one of Jupiter's moons. They became my people and called me with respect Nobale, a first-generation Stellarian with both human parents. But the humans feared us because we are cosmic evolution. I've spent most of my adult life as a second-grade citizen, serving the Space Tech Corporation, flying the trade routes in the solar system. My latest assignment as Navigator Second Class is on the STC space transporter Nikola Tesla under Captain Abigail Horton. Our last delivery was to the Triton Research Base. It was CEO J.D. Carpenter. His objective was to collect important data. There was something sinister about this mission, and it turned out that Dr. Gordon Brennegan had died and was now living as a holographic clone. On evacuation of Triton, our ship was destroyed in a meteorite storm. This was the first indication of a cosmic catastrophe. Our sun was evolving into a red giant. Earth and the inner planets were destroyed. Billions are now stardust. We managed to escape the next gravity wave. We had one goal: to aim for a Stellarian colony deep inside the Kuiper Belt. Using the lander, we were able to board the freighter William Herschel. But my suspicions became reality when Carpenter changed our course and imprisoned the crew along with many other Stellarian slaves. Now, almost 2 years after the giant has awoken, we are close to fulfilling our destiny.
William Herschel, calling father.
Status report.
Ready to deploy payload.
Affirmative. Execute protocol payload deployment.
Handover control.
Automatic landing and rendezvous protocol activated.
Undocking 27,084 containers.
We must have reached the ice chunk's orbit.
Sedna.
Splitting payload. 20,000 containers heading to STC shipyard. 7084 containers landing on surface.
Capture confirmed.
Protocol payload deployment executed.
Transfer to high orbit and wait for further instructions.
Affirmative.
You have arrived on Sedna. Please leave the area immediately. Each person is allowed to take one piece of luggage. After disembarking, you will receive food and new quarters. Please collect your belongings as quickly as possible. Thank you.
We should do something.
I think it would be wiser to wait. They'll talk to us.
Just let me through. Would you just back off a little bit? No, I'm the deputy director. Just let me through. Everything will be... Thank you. My name is Dr. Weir. I'm the Deputy Director of the Space Tech Corporation here on Sedna. Welcome. For those unaware, we are at the inner edge of the solar system in the Kuiper Belt. We're on the most distant, most extreme of its dwarf planets, Sedna. Sedna has vast natural resources, 70% water ice. A heavy iron core creates a gravitational pull almost identical to the gravity on Mars. Current distance from the sun is 90 astronomical units. People have never ventured this far out into the universe before. This is the absolute frontier. But what I'm about to tell you next is as difficult for me to say as it will be for you to hear. Our solar system is dying. The sun has burned off its hydrogen and has entered into its final life cycle. What this means is that the red giant has consumed the inner planets, including Earth.
What of survivors?
Only thousands. But despite this catastrophe of cosmic proportions, there is still hope.
Hope? How?
Space tech. Space tech has become the power structure for humanity, and thus the legitimate successor government for all mankind.
Thank God, space tech is now our government and savior.
And I presume the company has a rescue plan?
Here in Sedna's orbit, space tech has developed the most advanced space dock ever conceived. It's taken the company over 4 decades to build the first and only interstellar spaceship. The 30-mile-long backup has room for 10,000 people and is almost ready to leave. Our destination? Gliese 667cc, 23.62 light years away. We call it New Earth.
And the backup will become our Noah's Ark.
Exactly. Of course, it wasn't originally conceived of as a star ark. Professor Dr. Wales designed the ship to establish a backup copy of mankind somewhere in the universe. But thanks to Vice President Ashbork and CEO Carpenter, who prophetically foretold of Earth's downfall, we now have a chance to ensure the survival not only for mankind, but our own survival as well.
You forgot to mention one key point.
What's that?
You forgot to mention that none of us will ever reach the new Earth.
Of course, none of us will ever live long enough to experience that. The journey will take 447 years. Everyone understands that travel at sublight speed won't be accomplished in our lifetime. But give thanks to our saviors and space tech for having the foresight to lead our future children and us out of the darkness and into the light. To humanity.
To space tech, our savior, and our one and only prophet, Carpenter.
Who's that? Why is he in handcuffs?
Criminal.
What will happen to him?
Company security will take care of the matter. Please.
Tell us, how are you going to provide for all these people?
The backup has a closed system for up to 10,000 people. Space Tech has already placed 2/3 on board. All of the basic elements have been provided for. Raw materials, such as water, have yet to be harvested from the polar caps. This will be your task. Mankind is on the brink. For the first time in recent history, the coexistence between Homo Stellarians and Homo sapiens is critical.
Why should we?
And why are my brothers and sisters enslaved on this ship? I think the captain has got just cause to not trust you.
Look, you've completely misunderstood the situation. You're not prisoners here. You're free.
Oh, Dr. Weir. Is this your concept of freedom?
Sit. Please. The Stellarians are reliant on the amount of water you harvest. The less water you harvest, the more won't be able to make the journey.
Is that a threat, Dr. Weir?
You'll find an overview of the situation here. Special emphasis has naturally been placed on the calculation for the required water resources and the resulting amount of possible passengers. I don't like this any more than you do.
How is the boy?
The boy is fine.
I like to see him.
He's in quarantine.
Quarantine? Look, get Carpenter. Get him here. We're doing nothing until we see Carpenter.
Mr. Carpenter has left the company. He's no longer working for us.
What?
Hello, Mr. Carpenter. The company thanks you for your dedicated service. But as I am sure you are aware, it's time to say goodbye. Computer, total shielding. Open and channel to Father.
Hello, Vice President Burke. I appreciate your arrival. What is your status?
Father, I have the missing parts. I have the prototype, the DNA, the manpower and supplies.
The prototype is not working properly. According to my calculations, the mission will fail.
No, Father, I'll fix it.
My start window is imminent.
Then there's no time to waste.
We've got to take a break. Let the first shift return to the camp.
We're behind schedule. We need to harvest at least 30 tons per shift.
They're all tired. The radiation levels are rising. Get them back.
Well, you should go back too. You've been out far too long.
I stay here until the last truck is loaded.
Look, you cannot handle the radioactivity like we can. You go back, I'll stay.
Okay.
Lousy meteorite. I told the company to check this orbit. That could have wiped us all out.
I thought that was a meteorite.
No, a landing shuttle.
That was a low flyby.
That was no flyby.
There, that's it. Don't use the searchlight. Let's use my scanner.
Look, there's no damage to the engines. This thing was shot down. Look at the bullet holes everywhere.
Life one. Where's the survivor?
It won't open.
Let's use this.
No, hang on, wait. We can't use that. If they're in there still alive, we'll kill them.
Oh no.
Let's try the airlock and enter through the surge.
The insulation is failing. It's losing heat quickly.
He's concussed. It's not good. If he hemorrhages, he'll die. We need to get him back to the camp quickly. That's no rescue squad. They're here to eliminate evidence.
I knew it. At least we have the evidence.
I'm not sure if we can save him. I think we've got to get him to a doctor.
No. Don't call them. Don't trust them.
Has anybody brought any of these red eyes in here? We're looking for a wounded pilot.
Captain Horton, what a surprise to see you here. What have you been doing today?
Collecting water ice.
The task that we were assigned, if you recall.
Did you take any detours?
Of course. As I have informed Dr. Weir, safety standards are completely unacceptable here.
The meteorites present a constant danger, and the repurposed excavating equipment is dangerous. That should have been repaired last week.
Check those tents over there. Find out how long they've been away. I hope you don't mind if I take a look myself.
Greetings. I'm sorry I have no refreshments to offer you. I was not expecting company. His wounds were too great. He is stardust.
Where is his body?
With the cosmos. You know we don't like to share our final rites.
This is what you need to be concerned with.
It's all a huge lie. They're planning on leaving without us. The ship, it's almost ready to depart. I don't have much time. They're coming after me. I have to go.
What does this mean?
It means we gotta get into the lab.
Cease. This is difficult work. That's exactly what I'm going to find out. As soon as I realized you were printed from the prototype, I knew that it was viable. I need to be able to make perfect human copies. Not Stellarian offspring or whatever you are. Hold still. Almost done.
We do not know where it is, and it's sure to be heavily guarded.
But we have a friend that can get us into the lab.
You cannot be serious. That hologram's dangerous. It tried to kill Carpenter, and for all we know, that's the reason the Brennegans disappeared.
A holographic AI can be dangerous when it's not truly aware of what it is. If we can get him to accept that he's not real, he can be a powerful ally. Stay calm, Mr. Brennegan.
I am not here. I am not real. Am I?
Well, something happened to to you on Triton.
She recreated him. You are everything she ever remembered about Gordon.
Jenna?
I'm sorry.
You see, you were programmed to print yourself from the prototype. It doesn't appear to have worked.
She's gone. I'm gone.
Though the boy, was he created as a son for them?
Yes. Ben Brennegan was the first person ever printed using the 3D bioprinter. Where is he?
I'm afraid the company has him.
Where can I find him?
2 people are being held. A man and the boy.
The man we saw when we first arrived. Have you heard anything about him?
He was a soldier in the war that resulted in our imprisonment. He fought against us at first. But something changed. He ran from his people, but eventually he was captured. He must have learned something important.
He probably knows what's really going on.
Gordon, you're the only one that can get in. As a hologram, you can manipulate your appearance.
It's a hard thing accepting that you're dead.
I'm sorry, but you gotta accept it.
I'll find you, Mystery Man. But not before I've found Ben first.
Understood. Bring them both back to us. We need to know what the company's planning.
I'll do what I must.
We're arriving at the delivery dock. Good luck.